Alright, YouTubers, I'm back. I ended that last video just a little while ago, but I just wanted to show you, before I get into any of this, safety first, take all the precautions necessary, get a good light, plenty of light, get some drip pans, trays, something that'll catch any drippings, because this stuff is likely to leak or drip out as you're disassembling everything. That way you catch everything. So a few old rags. And I got these 4 jack stands under the truck. I haven't lifted the truck yet, but I'm gonna be lifting it with my jack right here. Where is it? Right there. And then supporting the truck on those jack stands so it's nice and stable, secure, it's not gonna fall. And then I'm gonna take both wheels off. So it'll be up in the air, lifted a few inches where I'll have more room to work with underneath, and then I'll be able to replace those bushings and steering hose assembly and put it all back together. And then I'm going to start scraping away at all this gunk and rubberized coating stuff and treating the whole front end. I got to check the brakes. Yeah, so I just bought this truck here a few weeks ago. So I'm going through it, getting it all personalized, clean, spec'd, and all that, and so I can drive it, register it, get some tags on it, and it'll be my daily driver, man. But it's a nice truck. I love these Land Cruisers, badass. So stay tuned for the next video. Okay, folks, I'm back with another little update. So I was able to jack the Land Cruiser up, supported with 4 jack stands, wheel chocks on the back wheels, handbrake, took out the 2 front wheels, and I haven't started scraping on it yet. I'm still trying to get to all the power steering bolts that I need to remove to get to the harness, or remove the harness. So what I did was I haven't bought anything yet actually. I had a few cans of different solvents, lubricants, that PB stuff, W40, and then the Zephyr, whatever it is. Preserve, the Zep brand. This stuff is pretty good. It smells kind of funky, but it penetrates. So I had to spray all the nuts and bolts, the banjo bolts especially. Had to remove those plastic covers, shields that are up here. They're just little splash guards. Carefully with the right tool. I had to use one of these type of screwdrivers to get all those little plastic rivets off. But anyways, once I got to it, it sheds in more light, lets you get to more places. But way back there behind the oil filter is where I had to spray some of that Zep stuff on that banjo bolt. I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably have to remove the oil filter just so I can get my hands in there, but that's where the power steering harness connects to the rack and pinion. So I sprayed it real good. I'm gonna let it soak overnight. I sprayed a few other bolts, and stuff that's over here. Kind of sprayed a few areas here and there. All the stuff that needs spraying. I might have to undo these tie rod ends just so that I can remove the rack and pinion and be able to get to those 2 bushings. I sprayed these 2 bolts right here. This one and that one's pretty soaked already. But that's where the rack and pinion attaches to the cross member, and I want to remove it to replace the 2 rubber bushings with neoprene. And these tie rod ends might have to come off as well, just so I can maneuver that rack and pinion around, or actually pull it all the way out where I can bench it and replace those bushings on the press, or out here where I can maybe hammer on it or whatever. It's gonna be easier to do it over here than it is in there. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, my intentions are to remove the racking pinion, pull it all out, replace the bushings, put it back, and then put a new hose assembly. So as you can tell, let me go up here. Sorry for the crazy movement. I'm trying to stand up again. These little creeper crawlers come in really handy. I'm able to, move around, sit on it or whatever. Highly recommend it. But anyway, so up in here, also sprayed the crap out of those banjo bolts right there, and then that little air sensor thing that I'll be replacing also, and just kind of sprayed all this area with some of that Zep stuff. Start loosening some bolts. I'm gonna let it sit overnight. Tomorrow I'll tackle at it, hit it again, see if all this stuff will come loose. Wish me luck. Okay, I'll keep you posted with another video. Okay, later, YouTubers. Bye. Yeah, I'm back, YouTube. I don't know if this is going to be a separate video or a continuation of the previous one, but I had to do the same thing on this side, remove all those little splash guard, little rivet things, just to have more access, because I'll be cleaning all this up with a wire brush and a screwdriver and just picking at it. But yeah, and then a few of those little rivet things broke, so I might have to buy a few so I can put those splash guards back in. They're just plastic. Luckily they're not broken, but the little rivets do break. So here's one right here. This is kind of what they look like, and I don't know, hopefully I can find them. That way I can put all these splash guards back. So there we go. All right, I'll give you another update later. Luckily this cancer's not too bad. It's all that rubberized stuff that needs to come off, but the metal underneath, it's oxidizing, so I'll have to stop it, reverse it, and then coat it and protect it. So I'll keep you posted. Brakes look good so far. All right, thank you. Bye. Okay, hello YouTubers. Just a little progress report on these power steering lines that I'm having to remove. I'm still waiting for the new ones to arrive, but I've done this far. I've done this much, just trying to get this one off so that when the new one comes in, it'll be ready to install. But I've been running into some issues with the rust, so luckily I was able to remove this bolt that goes up here that holds this bracket. I'm sure you can see this little hole right there. This hole. That's the bottom side of this bolt that goes in from the top and holds this whole assembly bracket right there. And then there's one over here that I had to wrestle with also that holds this bracket together. This one, it's like an L shape right here, and the bolt comes in from the top. You can't really see it that well, but anyways, it comes in from the top, right about there, and holds that bracket of the assembly together. So this is the bolt right here. Let me find it. What is it? So it's pretty rusty. Anyways, but I was able to soak it like a few days ago and remove it. This is the one that was on this side. So they came off, the threads are clean and everything. It's just the head that's like a little rusty, But once I broke them loose, they came out real easily. And then this bracket up here, I was not able to remove. I tried it and I tried it, and that's what kind of held this part of the hose together. But luckily, I was able to just split it open. And it's just like a clamp thing that goes in there. The hose just snaps in there, and then you can close that, just squeeze it back tight. So I was able to free it from there. This one, and then that banjo bolt in the very back. Again, I soaked it, and I just now broke it loose with a breaker bar and a 7mm wrench. It's the one where it attaches to the rack and pinion. That one right there. That's a banjo bolt. And then now I have to go try and find me a wrench for that line, and it's gonna require it's a line wrench, so you can put the loop around the backside. Man, I'm sorry about the pictures, but anyways, there's a line in there that comes in, and it screws in there. There it is. It's that black one right there next to the banjo bolt. It'll focus. And that one's threaded too. The outside's a little rusty, like I said, but essentially a line wrench. It's just a regular wrench, like one of these. Let's see. But it's split right here. It's split open. I don't want to cut this one, just to get it into the line and then down the hex part of the fitting. You can cut one of these and make it work, but I'd rather just go buy one. I don't want to ruin my tools. And then I can remove that fitting, and that's it. That'll free up the whole harness on this side, the bottom side. Now, and then I want to have to go to the top and remove the banjo bolt from the top. And that one's relatively easy. I'm leaving that one for last. And it's like right there. So I'll be able to take that one off really easily. Just break it loose with a breaker bar, and it comes off. And that'll free up the whole assembly. And I just gotta wait for the new one, and then we'll put it back on. All right, I'll let you go. Talk to you later. Bye.